My name is Daria. I'm from San Francisco. Before starting with Shawn, I was taking some online courses through Newton. And after a few weeks, I realized I wasn't getting the scores I needed and I wasn't improving as much as I needed. Scoring in the low 600s and pretty inconsistent with the scoring. So I approached Shawn, and after a couple classes, I realized that he had a very unique technique for approaching the GMAT that seemed like it would help a lot. What we did is he was able to really break down quantitative problems for me in a very simple way by using 2x2 charts and distance equals rate times time. Found that a lot of problems fell into those two categories, and he really made it easy to understand the word problems and answer the question asked, which would get me a lot of times. With all those things that he did, he was able to help boost my score to a near perfect quant score. I only got 2 questions wrong. My timing was impeccable, right on time. I was very prepared for the quant section. What Shawn does is he brings out the best in you, as opposed to these online programs and these other tutoring companies potentially. He really demands a lot, and in return you get the score that you want to get into a top MBA program. With the verbal section, we went through 1,000 sentence corrections, and the things that he taught me really broke down the whole essence of sentence correction, using gerund phrases and understanding WH clauses and present participial phrases. You really get a keen sense of what the sentence structure is, and you get a great sense of grammar in general, which helps you with writing your essays and doing all the other stuff, not just with the GMAT alone. You translate that into all of the things that you do. So you get a really good understanding of sentences in a way that no other program could really teach you. I mean, he teaches you grammar as it should be taught. Then going on to critical reasoning and reading comprehension, he was able to really help me focus on the critical reasoning and making sure that I don't make silly mistakes here and there, and really help me get most of the questions right 9 times out of 10. Same thing with reading comp. In terms of timing, he was able to cut down my times significantly because he just simplifies everything. I mean, he makes problems easy, and sometimes you feel stupid because it's just so easy and you can't see it. But once he points it out to you, you're like, oh wow, I can't believe I didn't see that. So with that approach, I mean, you go into the test feeling pretty confident. Not only does he prepare you for the material, but he prepares you for the process of taking the test. I went in there knowing exactly what to expect. My timings were right on. In fact, I was a little ahead of schedule as well. And I went from a low 600 to 720. So that 120 point bridge I can attribute it all to Shawn and what he brought out of me. He expects a lot from you, but if you put in the time and you put in the effort, it's all worth it. When you get that score, and you're so happy because that's one of the most important elements in your application process for a top MBA, and most people want to do that. So all in all, I'd recommend him, and if I had to do it again, I'd do it again with him. No doubt about it. He's a great guy as well.